Testing 1 2 1 2.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Perfect.
Yeah, brilliant.
Hello and welcome back to Loughborough University Netball Centre for this live WNBL action between CoLA Southwark Pride and your Loughborough Riders. My name is Christina Gaskin and shortly I'll be joined by Raheem Thompson, and today we look to bring to you some of our thoughts and analysis of the game. As always, please join us on social media or leave some comments in the YouTube discussion and we'll try and generate some interaction for today's game. Starting for your Loughborough Riders, we have James, Janiszewska, Dabs, Ainge and Stone. Riders currently sitting at second in the table, and I believe CoLA are sitting at seventh. CoLA, interestingly, haven't played a game actually, and since November last year. They've had a couple postponements and conflict issues, so I'm sure that they'll bring a lot of enthusiasm and energy to the floor today, having had such a long break. Starting for CoLA, we have Henshaw, Samuels-Campbell, O'Connell, Momodu, and Black. Please do let me know if there are any audio issues or stream issues. Oh, referee's not happy with the ball selection for the game. Last minute change. Be an interesting game today for Stone as well. She's been out for the last 2 or 3 weeks without playing a game due to a groin injury, so she returns to the floor, but it's CoLA that win the jump. Ball in the wing, looking to attack. finds help, looks for the step through, but great back cut recognition, but it's stolen away by Ainge and then stolen back just as quickly by O'Connell, and she gets the first 2 points in the ball game. Ball now to Dabs. A lot of defensive energy, very noticeable by CoLA right from the jump. See how the Riders can settle with that. Ball now with Stone. Stone looking to attack and go all the way. CoLA attempt to make the stand, but they're called for a foul. And I believe Stone will go to the line to shoot 2. Kana goes 1 for 2 from the foul line. Ball now with O'Connell. She finds pressure, tries to find her teammate, but they go backcourt, so there'll be a Riders ball. Janachevska looking to bring it in. Ball into Dabs. Dabs dribbling over to the wing. Reverse back for Janachevska. Hand off to Dabs. Dabs finds Stone on the high post. Stone squares up. Finds Molly James, who's wide open down the paint, but a solid offensive look there for the Riders, but I don't think they were aware of the shot clock, and a lot of that comes down to their teammates on the bench calling that out and making sure that they're aware that the shot clock's winding down. They need to get a shot off. Ball into Mansell now. I'm sorry, correction, Samuels Campbell. Reverses through Black. Black to O'Connell. O'Connell back to Henshaw. Henshaw now looking to attack with the hezzy. Nice kick to the corner. Finds Black. Black fires up a 3, but front rim doesn't go. Stone fighting hard to get the defensive rebound, and eventually it lands in the hands of James. James now look to push in transition. Tries to find Stone, but it's tipped away. Good hands there by Black. And it's O'Connell now with the ball for the CoLA. Good pass fake there. Shakes the defender, but can't finish. But a big offensive rebound by Momodo. She can't finish, and it's Stone now with the ball, looking to push in transition. Finds Ainge. Ainge will go. Baseline. Tries to wrap the pass to Janachevska, who's wide open on the 3 in the corner, but gets deflected, so it'll be a baseline ball now for the Riders. Ball into Janachevska. Reverses to Ainge. Ainge finds James. James doesn't hesitate, fires up a 3, back of the rim. Offensive rebound by Janachevska, and that's what she does very well, whether it's playing with us in the WBBL or playing in Division 1. She stays crashing the boards, gets extra possessions for the team. And now it's Stone that will go to the line to shoot 2. I think it's invaluable to have a player that has the relentless attitude to crash the offensive boards. A part of it is skill, but a part of it is will. And it doesn't matter what level Janachevska plays at, she's proven that she can pull down offensive boards with her athleticism and tenacious attitude. It's the second one to go. Riders looking to go to a run and jump here. Ball with O'Connell, but she does a decent job of finding her teammate Black ahead. Then CoLA now looking to attack baseline. Strong finish there by Henshaw. Good patience. I think one thing about running a run and jump is if you can break the press, you're going 4 and 3 behind. Good pass ahead to Stone. She turns down the easy finish, kicks it out to Ainge. Can't connect on the 3. Both teams all over the offensive defensive glass right now, and that'll be a jump ball in favor of the Riders. One thing's for sure, you could see by watching the warm-up today, you could see the energy and enthusiasm that CoLA brought to their warm-up, and you knew that it was going to translate to the game. They're mentally ready, they're hungry. They haven't played a game in several weeks now, so. We have a sub call here for CoLA. Amode checking in for the first time. Comes in for Mamodu. And it'll be a sideline ball now for the Riders. Ball goes into James, looking to come off the pick, rejects the screen, finds Ainge on the rise. Now Ainge going baseline, finds Dabs in the corner, fires up the three, just a bit too long. But again, Janiszewska trying to keep it alive on the offensive end, but steps out of bounds, so it'll be a CoLA ball. Ball's into O'Connell. Again, Riders are still going with the run and jump, making it difficult, and Stone picks off the steal on the press, and it's Janiszewska who finishes for the easy 2. Again, ball into O'Connell. This time they go fast, don't allow the defense to set up their full court press. And an easy breakaway finish for Amodi. I believe that'll be a hand check-in foul. Should be a sideline ball for the Riders. I think something that, at least in the women's game, that the refs have been calling a lot lately. They've been very aware of where your hands are. Ah, nice look by Ainge. Finds Stone wide open, defensive mishap. Easy finish from the side. Good defensive pressure by James, but it's Ainge who comes up with the steal. Looks to go all the way herself. I'm joined now by Raheem.
Hello. Nice to join you all.
Late as always.
I heard it was 5:15.
Good take there by Lavin. She can't get the finish, and it's picked off by Ainge, who's looking to now push it all the way in transition. Again, finds Dabs in the corner, who will fire for a long 3. And this time she does hit it. O'Connell, nice pass ahead. Easy finish. Both teams struggling in defensive transition at the moment. I think it's far too easy for both teams to...
It's very fast-paced so far. I mean, from what I've seen so far, every score has been on the break, hasn't it?
Yeah, both teams need to try and find a way to slow down the momentum a little bit, because it's a long game, and if you start like this, you know, you've only got legs for so long. So I appreciate the energy, but we'll see how long it lasts. Wild take. Nice aggressiveness there, but lacked a little finesse on the finish. Ball now into James. James looking to call fist. Set something up offensively. CoLA now looking to run the run and jump as well. Faces pressure. Dabs tries to recover it, but might be looking at an intentional foul.
Oh no, he's not even thinking about it.
Just goes with the regular foul there. I think Dabs was lucky to get away from that. She went for the football tackle at the ankles. She wasn't in the act of shooting, so it'll be a baseline ball for CoLA. Good defensive intensity. Ball into Lavin. Ball enters inside, but referee recognizes that the Riders are holding, so they'll get a second chance at the baseline. Samuels Campbell returns back, the captain for CoLA, as Black takes a rest. Ball's into Lavin. Lavin looking to attack, go all the way herself. It's great to be able to come off the bench and immediately make an impact like that. Sub for the Riders as Bird enters the game for James. I believe this is the first time CoLA are going to the foul line. First one no good. Second one's good. Both teams still looking to press. Good crossover there by Janiszewska. Kicks to Bird. Extra pass to Ainge. Ainge with the crossover. Again. Quick call there by the ref. Blocking foul. So there'll be a baseline ball for the Riders. Balls into Janiszewska. Reverses through Dabbs. Dabbs with a great footwork there with the rip through. Finds Stone on the short corner, but she can't quite finish. And the referee determines that CoLA stepped on the line as they tried to catch that defensive rebound. So again, Riders have an extra opportunity to score. Balls into Dabbs. Reverses through Ainge. Ainge now looking to attack. Great drop-off pass by Stone.
Both teams are really pressing high up, aren't they?
Yeah, I think both teams are playing with a lot of energy. I think Riders started with the press and CoLA recognized quickly that, actually they're not going to play a high energy game than we are. So we're going to respond and try and go right back at them. I think it'll be a contest of who can remain composed and take care of the basketball under pressure.
Definitely.
Samuels Campbell now with the ball, handling the pressure fairly well. Nice little retreat dribble there. Glavin now looking to throw the ball inside.
The block. That was a foul.
Strong take by Henshaw, but like you said, great recognition and block there by Riders, but
that was a bit unlucky to get called for that.
I think the referees always fall in favor of the offense when you make a strong move. I don't know about you, but I've been called for so many fouls when I've tried to block people.
Shot blocker, yeah.
Yeah. Get my 2 shot blocks a game. No good for Henshaw. It's Stone now with the... tries to kick ahead to Dads, but a little too much sauce on that one. Balls into Samuels Campbell. Coach Jackson looking to call something from the side there offensively. High ball screen. Goes under. Amode tries to
good pressure.
Read, but can't seem to find an advantage.
Oh, backcourt. Surely backcourt. Okay.
Hey, you got to keep climbing until you hear a whistle.
24 seconds anyway.
Good defensive effort there by the Riders. I mean, I think it was lucky that Janiszewska didn't get called for the foul as she was attempting to keep her side. So maybe that's why they gave, let them get away with the backcourt. Bird now with the ball for the Riders. Finds Stone. Stone fancies a long range. Not her typical go-to, but, it's been a sunny day, so she feels extra special. Ball now with Samuels Campbell. Looking to come off the ball screen with Henshaw. Up fake. Henshaw now with the ball. Good athleticism. Kicks to the corner. A little too long, but offensive rebound. Can't quite convert. Janiszewska now facing the trap. Good handles by her. She's fouled. Both teams still, like we said earlier, Raheem, relying on scoring in transition at the moment. Not getting a whole lot in the half court. And definitely, I would say, points in the paint is something that they're really relying on. That and, points from the foul line.
Yeah, we haven't really seen many sets as of far. I think you've called out maybe one set when Loughborough did get into something. But yeah, as you said, they're both just getting their offense from playing good defense and easy layups as to sets.
Right. Which team do you think's doing a better job of their press right now?
I think it depends. It's different. Loughborough's was previously before now full court, whereas CoLA's was more. They were trying to trap at the half court, so it was really more trying to lull them and then steal it away.
Right.
I think Loughborough's probably done a better job so far because the pressure has been all the 100% of the court as soon as they inbound it.
For For sure. I think it's a very high fouling game. Both teams obviously going to the line and team fouls. Referees doing a good job of calling it both ways, but very hot on the hand checking. I think they must have had a pre-game meeting.
I'm sure that's something they want to crack down on.
I feel like that's something that referees done. I've never asked them, but I do feel like they have areas of improvement that they focus on over periods of the season.
I think they definitely do. I think like the start a lot when they did introduce the hand checking thing, they definitely wanted to make a point of it, and you could see the game kind of change when they did implement it.
Mm-hmm.
So you imagine they've got certain things they want to clean up every year.
For sure. Great pass there by Janiszewska. Obviously still very much a junior developing in this country, looking to play with national teams, potentially looking to go to America. Still got a few more years here with the Riders.
Ooh,
but she's, great take there.
Unlucky.
But she's gone from strength to strength this season, playing with the WBBL, gaining a lot of experience, playing against women and being able to finish through contact and right on cue. She gets the bucket to go. Ball now with Samuels Campbell. I may skip the double barrel and just go with Campbell. I hope if any of her family or friends are listening, that's okay. But that's quite like a mouthful for me. Shot clock winding down. Has to fire the long one. May get it off the glass. A little too strong. And it's Lecure, with the ball now for the Riders. I really like the way Lecure plays. She's really like crafty with her game. Unconventional step through, but it pays off. I think she feels a little bit weird about it too. Sub for CoLA as Pearson enters the game, I believe for the first time, as well as Black returning to the game. Campbell takes a rest alongside Amodi. First one's good for Bird. Two for two, as you would expect. A great shooter. Ball now in the hands of Pearson for CoLA. One thing that's noticeable about CoLA is that the defensive pressure that Riders are really showing, and orchestrated largely by Ainge at the moment at the front of the press, is forcing CoLA to start their offense a lot further towards the halfway line, which makes it that much more difficult to have a successful entry pass, which slows down the flow of the game, which is a credit to Riders' defense, but I'm sure it's something that Coach Jackson will be talking about now in the timeout. What would you be talking about if you were CoLA in this situation? Down 14, Riders have gone on a bit of a run. What do you think you'd have to do in terms of adjustment?
As you said, they are getting disrupted by the press, and even if they don't get the steal, which most of the times they are, they're disrupting the offense, and they're starting their offense at below 15 seconds, which isn't really anywhere under that. You don't want to start an offense with 12, 11, 10 seconds left, because you haven't got that much time. But they're just making it hard for them, and they are having to play kind of maybe out of their system and just read what the defense has given them and play off of maybe their gambles that they are taking. But it's definitely affecting them for sure. Yeah,
I think I completely agree. I think that the key to them, having a little bit of a comeback and a little bit of a run right now is finding a way to break the press. Maybe not, trying to always break it off the bounce and trying to advance it with some structure. And they did show on a few occasions that when they do break the press, good things happen. So let's see if they find a way to combat that.
The main thing for breaking the press too, you always want to have someone middle to relieve the pressure, so you don't have one person kind of dribbling the ball up against going one-on-one, I guess. Maybe if they can just find someone to outlet the pressure to, and they can beat it and get something easy off of the extra pressure.
For sure. Ball now into Pearson for CoLA. She looks to set up the offense, kicks it to the wing, finds Black. Black reverses to Momodo back to Black. Black finding a little bit of space. Shot clock winding down, we're at 10. Ball's reversed. Lavin
Good cut.
Great cut and great find. I think that's from having watched the Riders play several games, that's one way that teams can exploit them, is by penetrating and looking for those little drop-off passes, because a lot of the time our help defense turns their head. Kick out to Bird. Good offensive rebound there. Lakia in the corner. She'll fire a 3. Gets it to go. Good shot by her. Just 20 seconds left. See if CoLA can get a score here to end the first quarter on a high. Ball looking to go inside.
Good pass.
Good pass, but a lot of defense there for the Riders when she caught it. Lakia now with the ball. 6 seconds left. Reverses to Ainge. She won't hesitate, but unfortunately hits nothing as she smiles and glances up here. It's okay. You got the next one. Ball's into Pearson, and the clock will expire. So what is some of your, obviously we just spoke quite recently with Jackson having called a timeout, but what do you think some of the positive things that you've seen so far?
From who?
From the Riders, I guess, because, you know, with the strong dominant lead that they have, almost 30 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing good defense. They're forcing turnovers, and they're getting what they want at the other end. So it's all been positive for them. There's not really too much they could improve on, really.
No, I definitely agree. I think one of the harder things as well is that CoLA haven't played a game since November. And as you know, as a basketball player, practicing and scrimmaging and going up and down is not the same as stepping on the court come game day. And obviously when you're in practice, you don't always get to go against or play with, the same teammates that you would play with on the floor. So a lot of it is going to be ironing out some of these kinks, you know, in the first 2 quarters. And I imagine that, you know, the coach is understanding and very patient around that. And I think the second thing as well is that EABL isn't going ahead at the moment, and obviously CoLA would be playing several more games during the week, which would, you know, all help them gain some experience to make a difference at the weekend. So whereas Riders have played, I think, roughly 8 games, CoLA have only played 4 so far this season, and the last one being in November. So give them a little bit of slack for that, but let's hope that they come out in this second quarter.
There's still a lot of time to play for sure. You can imagine they'll score more than 12 points in the rest of the other quarters, probably.
For sure. Both teams looking to return to the floor for the second quarter. For the Riders, we have Shaw entering the game for the first time, Ainge, Lakia, Janiszewska, and Bird. And for CoLA, we have Pearson, Momodo, Black, Lavin, and O'Connell. Sorry, that ponytail was in the way there. I couldn't see the back of her jersey. O'Connell looking to drive, looks for the dump off, but good recognition by Janiszewska. Comes up with the steal. She's pushing it all the way herself. Thinks she could have kept the ball then and carried on going, but picks the ball up, reverses, eventually finds Lakia, who's fouled on the 3-point line. So she will go to the line to shoot 3 shots. First one's good. See if she can go for the trifecta. And that takes her to 6 points personal. Great effort from her coming off the bench for the Riders. Ball now with Pearson. Pearson looking to go inside to Momodo. Momodo makes the extra pass. It's Black now with the attack. Good drop-off pass to Lavin.
Oh, no.
And it's the referee at the foul line that sees the contact from behind. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Quick sub here for the Riders as Dabs enters the ball for Janacheska. Janacheska blocked me a couple times in practice last week, so karma comes fast. That was her little revenge foul. I'm just kidding. That's how you know you got to retire soon. You're getting too old. The young'uns are coming and swatting your shots.
Are you bitter? Yeah, a bit keeping it, holding it.
Listen,
against them
I can still talk good of her.
Okay. Oh.
2 offensive rebounds there off of the foul line for Momodo, and she gets the finish. Ainge now looking to break the press. Finds Dabs. Dabs setting things up at the top. Good defensive pressure there by O'Connell. Ball into LeCure. LeCure finds Ainge. Ainge looking to attack. Attempts a scoop finish, but doesn't go. Ball now with Lavin. Lavin with the crossover. No luck. Finds Pearson. Shot clock now at 12. Good catch and rip through by O'Connell. Can't quite finish. Ball now to Dabs. Dabs kicks ahead to LeCure. Good save there by LeCure. Reverses to Dabs. Dabs now looking with the Euro. Gets swatted, but no contact. And it's CoLA now on the end of the break. Try to collect. Good patience there by Lavin. Stays with it, goes up strong, pulls down the foul. Riders coach recognizes that they need the dominance of Stone to return to the ball game. As Anderson enters the game for the first time for CoLA, and Pearson takes a rest. First foul shot, no good. Second one, nothing but net. Dabs now inbounds the ball, sorry.
Ooh,
Long baseball pass picked off by Momodo.
Right idea, just shame about the pass.
Yeah, I couldn't quite execute. Need to get back in that power base. Get a few more shoulder presses going.
Carry. Yeah.
Good call there by the ref. And it'll be a sideline ball. Riders seem to have eased a little bit off the full court pressure, giving CoLA a bit more of a chance to try and set up their offense a little earlier. High ball screen here for Anderson. She's looking to orchestrate the play. Can't quite seem to have her teammates in the right position. But Black looks to go all the way. Good take, but can't connect.
Look up. Oh.
And LeCure trying to kick ahead to Dabs. Dabs running like it's a Sunday leisurely stroll in the park, unaware that the ball is coming her way. So it'll be a CoLA ball baseline. Always got to turn your head when you're running in transition. Expect the guard to find you.
Speaking from experience there.
Yeah, you don't want to get clocked in the back of the head. You only got to happen once, and then James now with the ball in transition. Good crossover from James. Goes to the spin. She's double teamed. Great cut by LeCure. Shakes her defender. Finds Stone. Stone kicks back out to James for 3. And that's what James will do. She will knock down open shots. Can't afford to leave her open on the 3-point line. Again, another high ball screen. Anderson looking to find Momodo, who takes her time with the step through. Good athleticism, but couldn't finish. And it's Stone now on the break. Almost loses it, but manages to kick it out to Dabs. Dabs down the paint, slash in, but can't finish. And it's Black now with the ball. Wild save, but it's LeCure that's coming up with it. And a foul is called. The referee breaks up the shenanigans. I think both teams need to settle down and find a little composure. We've had a wild few minutes on both sides.
Definitely, I think that's why we just had a timeout called. Then you hate to see it go sloppy like that, and the ball change possession so many times in such a short amount of time too.
Yeah. I think on the plus side, though, it's an opportunity for CoLA to seize this timeout, to come out re-energized and try and gain back some momentum. Riders have obviously slowed up, not as effective or efficient offensively, and it's an opportunity for CoLA to exploit that. They've had some great looks as well, CoLA. Like, they're getting to the paint. They're just struggling to put the ball in the basket. They just need to have a little bit more focus and finesse when it comes to the finish.
Definitely, you're right. They're getting in there, and even if they don't get in there, they're finding the right passes off the drives when someone cuts off of there, and they're getting to the basket. They just need to finish some of the easy opportunities that they've made so far.
Absolutely, and I think as well they've done a better job of slowing down the riders' offensive transition. They're forcing them to have to play in the half court a little bit more and attack off the bounce, make the extra passes. So, things are definitely moving in their favor, but they just need to make that final step and try and convert these good looks into buckets. And it'll be a sideline ball for the riders. Ball with Janaszewska. Little double screen action. I'm not really sure what that lineup was. It was a bit of a kerfuffle, but I'm sure that Quintero had a great offensive drawn up. Long three there by James. Doesn't go.
Ooh, that's wild.
And CoLA try and make the baseball pass that we saw riders struggle with just a few minutes ago. It's picked off by Janaszewska. She putting on a clinic offensively, keeping the dribble alive. I'd like to see her make and one in that situation.
I thought she had it there.
It was very close. She's gone from strength to strength in terms of confidence playing with this team. I remember just a couple months ago she was a little bit more hesitant to want to score, and now she's really quite comfortable out there. She's now on 7 points personal. Correction, 8 now, shooting 100% from the floor. Knock on wood. I never like to jinx players when I say that. Ball now in the hands of O'Connell. O'Connell looking for the handoff with Henshaw.
Good defense.
Good defense there by the Riders. Dabs now, outlet to Ainge. Ainge finds Janaszewska, kicks ahead. Right idea, but she just shuffled both of her feet. It's okay, because I was getting nervous if she pulled up for that three, because I just said she was shooting 100% and I was feeling stressed.
Definitely would have jinxed it.
And I would have felt like it was on me, so.
Commentator's curse.
Lavin now with the ball, reverses to O'Connell. Back to Amode. Nice little up fake there by Anderson. Anderson goes back in, nice inside out action.
Wow.
Good backdoor cut. And eventually, Amode gets rewarded for all of her hard work inside as she's fouled and goes to the line to shoot 2. I think CoLA look particularly good when they're attacking and they have cutters. I think that's one, of Loughborough's weak points, is that when they see someone penetrating into the paint, they're all keen to help, but no one's really aware of
Helping the helper.
Exactly. A little too much on that. Stone gets out rebounded, which you don't see very often. Ball now with Anderson, looking to come off the pick. Big switch there by Stone. And they have a mismatch inside if they can find the... things you do not love to see. When the rim is not in your favor, it came straight off and unfortunately hit someone on the head. But we move. Stone now with the ball, hand off to James. James looking for the in and out. Draws 2, and it's Stone with the jump shot from the elbow. Range. Ball now with Henshaw. She's looking to go all the way in transition. Big defensive rebound by Stone. Stone settles down, recognizes they don't have an advantage. Good defense there by CoLA. But it's Janiszewska who's still open. Good extra pass. Tremendous catch there by Janiszewska. Thought it was going to get thrown out of bounds. I don't know about you. Oh, spin. Damn, that would have been nice. Good recognition by Amode to stay on the glass there, but again, credit to Lavin on the spin. She's got great footwork for her size. Ainge now looking to set things up for the Riders. Reverses to James.
If they could have gone over the top there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Stone had good position inside. Subs on both sides here. As Bird enters the game for Ainge. And for CoLA, we have Mansell and Campbell entering the game. As Henshaw and O'Connell take a rest. Ball with now James. Ball now with James, sorry. Hands off to Dabbs. Good defensive intensity here by CoLA. This is something that we saw initially in the first quarter.
Nice
Tough finish. Flat screen here for CoLA. Tries to hit the roll, but she's about a second too late. But Riders come up with it, and James now with the ball, looking to call something offensively. Picks up her dribble, forced to go to Janiszewska, but nice give and go action. Can't quite connect. So it's Campbell now with the ball for CoLA. Hands off to Amode. Amode now looking to use her athleticism and size to get to the rim. Good pursuit there by Janiszewska, but she steps out of bounds, so CoLA will get a second opportunity for a score here. They'll screen the screener action. Seems to be struggling with their out of bounds, which is a credit to the Riders' defense. Regularly having to go to the safety pass long. Picked off by Janiszewska. Easy kick ahead to James. See if she can collect it, and great finish.
Easy convert.
And I think you can tell that Coach Jackson, is vividly frustrated after that sequence of events. Big lead here for Riders. I don't suppose that you've been in such a game in a long time, having been with, such successful programs. But if you were CoLA right now, like mentally, what would you say to the team to try and find some encouragement or find some positivity?
Not many situations you're 23 points down. No, yeah.
I'll just let you do the quick maths. Yeah, 23 points.
Yeah, I was right.
I'll just making you doubt yourself.
Yeah, there's not many times you're 23 points down and you can really you've switched it over and come back to winning it. So you can just, the best thing you can do at this point is just win mini battles, like reduce that 23 points to 15, then to 10, and just try and chip away at it slowly. You can't, there's no 23-point play out there, so you just gotta take it one possession at a time and not look at the mountain you've got to climb back over.
For sure. I think that's a great point. I think especially when you're younger as well, and a lot of these players are junior academy, age group players, it's easy to get caught up in, the outcome of the game. But like you said, it's more important to focus on the process, try and get better in each and every possession that they have going forward. And that's all you really can do. I don't know if the referees knew whose possession it was there for a second. It'll be a CoLA ball. Ball goes into Mansell. Finds Anderson, and Riders have gone right back to their full court pressure. Good steal there by Janiszewska, taking her to 10 points personal. Again, another run and jump. Looks the reverse back. Bird just short on the steal, which allows CoLA to push ahead. And great finish there through 2 for Lavin. James now looking to split the defense. But again, great recognition by Lavin as she looks to go all the way. Nice Euro step.
Not so nice finish.
Janacheska tries to pull down the defensive rebound, but she gets it stolen away, giving them another opportunity to score, but they can't quite find that connection on the glass today. Kick again.
Nice pass.
Great finish. It's great to hear that the bench are trying to bring some energy for CoLA, trying to keep them motivated. It's quite easy to go into yourselves when you're sitting on the bench, when you're down this many points. Great extra pass. See, Lavin scored a tough one just now over 2 people, and unfortunately can't quite connect on the wide open layup. But they'll have another go to go right back at it. But a couple subs enter in the game for CoLA. Etel Rock and Momodo. I believe that, this is a educated guess, but I believe that Summer Etel Rock is RJ Etel Rock's younger sister. He's currently playing out in America, balling, hooping. I see a lot of great things from him on social media, so glad that's been a success and a great decision for him in terms of where to play his college hoops. Hopefully his sister will be looking to follow in his footsteps.
What a shot.
Big shot there by Campbell. Hopefully ignites CoLA a little bit to be able to force them to get a defensive stop. Put a couple score and stops together, and suddenly it's a little bit more of a entertaining basketball game. Short jump shot there by Stone, back of the rim. Campbell now with the long pass. Finds Mansell in transition, who eventually finds Amode cutting, and she's fouled hard and will go to the foul line to shoot 2. Back of the rim. Let's have a quick look at the stats as they stand. Janacheska still shooting 100% from the floor with 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Stone with 11 points, 5 rebounds, looking to pursue her regular double-double. Ball now with Dabs. Dabs looking to come off the screen, but good defensive pressure by CoLA. Somehow she finds space, fires it up, but over the rim. Rebounded by Momodo. Ball now with O'Connell for CoLA, as they'll look to set a, no, I was going to say set a ball screen, but we have a flash and a handoff. Good penetration there by Mansell. I think one thing that CoLA, must work on, what's noticeable, is a lot of them are very quick on their first step when they catch the ball. They seem to be able to get to the rim very well. It's just that last part in terms of putting that finish together. Either
the finish or sometimes even the pass. They've fumbled the pass or thrown it to someone's knees when it could have been the easy layup.
Definitely. I think that's something like a skill, that's underrated, especially at junior age groups, the ability to pass the ball, because a lot of the time you think it's okay if it gets there, but it makes that, that much of a difference if you put it in somewhere where someone can just go up and finish.
Exactly. If you can put it in their hands and they don't have to worry about catching it or taking an extra second to catch an awkward pass, then it's the difference between a guaranteed score and a 50-50 for sure.
And quick last sub for the end of the first half as Amode, takes a well-deserved rest. She's really been working hard for CoLA. She has gone to the foul line several times now and pulled down a lot of big rebounds. Good idea there by Etel Rock, but probably could have gone to the short jump shot rather than, trying to force anything through pressure. Ball now into Lecure. Just 11 seconds on the shot clock to end this first half. Nice little crossover, but it's picked off. Great defense by O'Connell. She looks to go to the spin dribble, looking to go all the way herself.
Ooh.
But a great defensive effort by Lecure to make up for the previous possession. And I guess that's all you can ask for from a guard. You know, if you turn the ball over and you get back on defense and you break up the play and even get a stop, I mean, that shows a lot about your attitude as a player.
Definitely. Just the fact that you can get, if you make a mistake, the first thing on your mind should be, in most players, should be to get back and kind of like make it up.
Definitely, and it's not always the case for junior players, you know, because it's a learning process. I'm sure, like, at some point, like, you let your emotions get the better of you in a basketball game. So, you know, if you can see it at this age group, I think, you know, they're one step ahead for wherever they want to go in the future. But just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Coach Quintero calling a tactical timeout. I'm sure he'll look to advance the ball. I think that he's allowed to advance the ball. No, incorrect. No. Correction, he cannot advance the ball. It's not the the final period of the game. So yeah, he'll have 2 seconds to try and get some kind of look at the rim. Again, like we previously mentioned, if you want to leave any comments in the YouTube, feel free to, and we'll try and respond. Let me know where you're watching from today. Anyway, ball's into Riders, right? Look to go long. Yeah, Jessica tries to find Harry for the first time. She is on the floor. Can't quite catch it. Difficult pass. So it'll be CoLA now that have less than a second to try and get a shot away. Good decision.
Oh,
Almost. They find Momodo on the lob. Go over Stone, but she can't quite connect on the finish. So that'll be it for the first half as Riders look to continue to capitalize on their 22-point margin. And I'm sure CoLA with a lot to talk about going into halftime, but I'll just quickly go through some stat leaders for you before we leave you for a short break. Like I said previously, Janachevska with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, shooting 100% from the floor. Also, Stone with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Lecure with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. And for CoLA, a fairly spread distribution of points, you know, for them. No one player seeming to step up and really do it by themselves. But Lavin with 6 points, and some beautiful takes from Lavin. It's unfortunate that she hasn't been able to connect. She's had a couple good spin moves and opportunities to score. But I'm sure they will, you know, have a lot to discuss at halftime and look how they can be a little bit more efficient offensively. Currently shooting just over 25% from the field. Conversely, Riders are shooting 63% from the 2, 92% from the foul line, and 30% from the 3-point line. So I think that's the real, you know, difference with them has been their efficiency in terms of scoring, which has largely been a result of how Riders have played defense. Make sure this is clear. And welcome back to Loughborough University, the Netball Centre. If you're joining us for the first time for this WNBL live action between your Loughborough Riders and CoLA Southwark Pride. Riders currently with a comfortable margin going into the second half, but no doubt CoLA talked a lot about strategy, and we'll see how that unfolds in the second 20 minutes. Ainge now with the ball, facing a lot of defensive pressure, which looks promising from Black.
See that from here, she just stepped out of bounds.
And good stop there from CoLA. Exactly how you want to start the first half. And the ball inbounds to O'Connell.
Ooh.
O'Connell almost traveling.
Oh, shame.
And Samuels Campbell attempts to save it with the artful dive out of bounds, but can't quite do enough. So we Ainge now with the ball to inbound for the Riders, finds James. James looking to reject the screen with Stone. Draws three, if not CoLA players. Reverse backs to James. James now looking to attack. Nice crossover, step back move. Front rim. Would have liked to see that one drop. Would have been a possible highlight.
Definitely, she created great space there with that move. Unlucky about the finish.
Stone now with the breakaway push for Riders. Tries to deliver the dime. Dabs does well to keep it alive. Offensive rebound by Janiszewska. Finds two.
Ooh.
Tries to fire the bullet pass at Dabs. I think clips her in the face. So it'll be a baseline ball now for CoLA, and which is great for CoLA. Put two consecutive stops together against the Riders.
They definitely seem to step up the defensive intensity to start this half.
For sure, but again, Riders aren't looking to let up in any way. Still trying to run that run and jump. Great penetration there by Black with the easy dump off pass. Find her teammate Momodo for the quick finish. James now with the ball for the Riders. Again, facing defensive pressure, but no problem for her. Scoop finish. Thank you. I'll take that. And it is O'Connell now with the ball for CoLA.
That was too easy the way she brought it down the court.
But I think it's something you love to see. You know, they've had limited opportunity to score in transition. And if you look at the Riders' defense right now, anytime anyone catches the ball from CoLA, they have two extra players sitting in the paint waiting to help. I think that CoLA needs to be an offensive threat from both inside and out, looking to find players posting up. Great hustle there by both players. Stone now with the kick ahead to Ainge. Ainge meets the pass. Good find and a quick reversal to Dabs. But CoLA wastes no time. Inbound quickly. O'Connell now facing pressure. Finds the outlet in Momodo. Momodo now looking with the Euro. Got him. See ya. I feel like they're better when they have to make tough finishes than they are when they've got the easy ones.
It's like when they have too much time to think about it almost with some of the other ones they've had.
For sure. See if she can convert this for a 3-point play. And she does. Taking her to 9 points personal, almost in double figures. James now with the ball for the Riders. And good defensive effort there by Henshaw. CoLA come up with it.
Ooh.
And
yeah, the defense has definitely stepped up.
It's forced Riders to call a timeout. Riders look a bit deflated.
You have to imagine it's something that they've probably talked about at halftime. It's somewhat charismatic, you could say.
Definitely. I think it shows a lot about the players' characters. When they step on the floor, you know, down 20, it's very easy to feel defeated. But, you know, they bring a certain amount of dignity with the way that they play, clearly. So I respect that. You know, they have a lot of pride about themselves as a team, and obviously that has to come from the coach down, and you can see he's very enthusiastic, which is all you can ask from, well, one of the things that you can ask for from a coach.
You'd like to see them just try and work, like I said before, try and work on cutting the lead. But they've got it to under 20 points now. If they could set themselves some goals and maybe get that to maybe 15 and then 10, then you could imagine them maybe creeping back into this game.
For sure, I think when you're the underdog, you're in a dangerous position because the other team, their riders in this case, are walking back onto the game at halftime feeling very comfortable. They were able to, score at ease when they wanted to. They got a lot of stops. They weren't really challenged. And so all of a sudden now, CoLA have stepped up their defense. It's made all the difference. Ball now inbounds to Ainge. Reverses back to Dabbs, back to Ainge as they look to break the press without using their dribble. Ball now with Dabbs. She faces the double team. Good catch there by James. Could have, well, we were about to credit her with the good catch, but unfortunately she fumbles it. So there'll be a CoLA ball at the side. Enters into O'Connell. O'Connell now defended by Ainge. Goes to the spin dribble. Nice little move. Looks for the dump-off pass, but this time Stone is just high enough to deflect it. And it's Ainge now with the in and out. Oh, doesn't quite take the ball with her. Would have been a nice move. Stone now with the ball in the post. Looks to go all the way herself. Great strong take. See if they can put a score and stop together. Little defensive mishap there, meaning CoLA are wide open going down in transition. Campbell can't quite get the finish. Outlets to Ainge. Ainge now looking to hesitate. Crosses over.
Hey.
Nice little crossback. Collects herself. Can't quite finish, but Stone comes up with the offensive rebound. Falls short for her.
Unlucky. She's been out there hunting down them rebounds, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, and I think that's something that she does every week. And obviously, like I said at the beginning of the game, she's been out for a couple of weeks now, nursing a groin injury, so she'll take a little bit to get back in rhythm and find herself. Big defensive rebound there by her. Long outlet to Ainge. Ainge now looking to showcase her leadership as she slows things down and looks to run something offensively. Finds Stone inside. No dribble needed. Squares up, elevates. Chef's kiss off the glass. Finish. Nice Euro step. Good idea. We're just not quite soft enough on the glass there for Black. Ball now in the hands of James. James looking to go for the crossover. Steps through. Scoop finish. Is fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. I like how shifty James is with how she plays. She moves well laterally. And creates, like you said, I think, at the end of the first half, she creates a lot of distance.
Definitely, yeah. When she made that move before, she just, I think she crossed. Did she just do it? She crossed it over, but whoever was guarding her was on near enough the other side of the court.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but subs in for CoLA now, as Campbell takes a well-deserved rest. And can't quite see the number. Edge Barika, I believe, enters the game, I think, for the first time. One thing I noticed actually going through the stats here, a lot of these, the players for CoLA, like we mentioned before, are obviously part of the academy setup, all of which being 18 or under, some of which being 16. And obviously I think it does make a difference that the riders have leadership in the inclusion of Ainge, Stone, having obviously played college basketball in the US. That does make a lot of difference to a younger team. Lacure now with the ball for the riders. Good defense continues from CoLA as they make it difficult, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. Bird is wide open on the 3, can't finish, but Janiszewska stays with the offensive glass, pressuring now.
Ooh, they didn't call foul?
The defensive rebound, no foul call, so riders have another opportunity. Nice fake from Stone. Yeah, you saw the intention, but weren't quite on the same page, and it's Lavin now with the ball for CoLA. Good reversal, good ball movement, good baseline drive. Tries to go to the Euro step, but
body's flying everywhere.
It's a bit of a kerfuffle, to be honest, but it winds up being a CoLA ball baseline. Let's see if they can execute something off this this baseline action. I think one of the troubles that they might be having as a younger team is they're very acutely aware of how they need to run the sets, but I'm not so sure that they're aware of reading how the defense is guarding them and where the advantage is.
So just them making the correct reads off of it, right?
Which will come in time, you know. It's not something that happens overnight. Great defensive pressure there by O'Connell. CoLA eventually come up with it. Kick back to head to O'Connell. Great pass. And O'Connell finishes in traffic, in transition. And it seems like, despite the fact that they're 20 points plus down, CoLA are playing with far more energy right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a timeout in a minute or so from Coach Quintero.
Good board.
Attempted spin move by Makana Stone.
Yeah.
And that'll be another stop for CoLA. CoLA definitely controlling the pace of the game right now. See if they can chip away at this margin a little bit. And it'll be a kicked ball, so it'll stay with CoLA. Sideline out of bounds, inbounded by Black. Ball into O'Connell. O'Connell coming, looking for catch and rip through. Seems to be a bit of a go-to move for Black, ripping through on her left. O'Connell now trying to find space.
But I'm not sure about the shot there.
I think she had more time than she realized. She created separation.
It looked like she rushed the shot after she made the move.
She probably could have had a little step back.
That was a great look.
Great hit there by LaCure. Her second 3 of the game. She'll try and turn her offense into defense now. Turn up the heat a little bit for the Riders.
Oh,
and there she goes. Score and stop right on cue. LaCure now looking to push. Finds Stone. I wasn't sure if she was going for Stone or Bird there. Stone can't quite, unfortunately, deliver her the assist. And it'll be a CoLA timeout. My predictions were wrong. I thought Coach Quintero, but I'm sure he'll have a few strong words to say to the Riders as well. Just a quick look at the stats here. Momodo almost at double figures with 9 points, 8 rebounds, so she'll be pushing on a double-double if she continues on that trajectory. Other than that, like at halftime, I think CoLA seemed to strike me as a team that rely on a distributed scoring attempt. They don't have any 1 or 2 players that really take on a large percentage of the scoring load in the way that Riders sometimes do with Stone and Ainge. So it really is a collective effort, I think, for them to be able to put together a strong performance. And unfortunately today, I think they have had scoring opportunities. They've got to the glass, like we said, but they just haven't been able to finish. And I think, like we said, it's not an excuse, but it's definitely something that you have to understand going into the game, having not played in several months.
Yeah, it's just those little things like finishing and that just come with time. And if you take some time out, surely it's not going to be 100%, and you're not going to be finishing everything that you normally would.
This ball now into the hands of Anderson. Anderson enters into the high post. Great up fake. Throws Janiszewska on in the air. And that's simple textbook basketball. Nice up fake, penetration, get to the rack, draw a defender, drop off pass, finish. And Lavin will head to the foul line to try and convert this into a 3-point play. And that'll be Janiszewska's 3rd foul of the game. Back of the rim, doesn't go. Rebound by Janiszewska, outlets to Stone. Stone finds LaCure. LaCure with the hesitation, wrap around, combo. Finds Janiszewska. She takes a lot of contact. Good strong take by her. She goes to the foul line. Shoot 2. Lacey James enters the game for the first time as Stone takes a rest. No doubt she'll be feeling the burn after, you know, not being able to get much of a blow over the last few weeks. And second one's good. Ball now into Anderson. Anderson looks straight inside. Finds Henshaw. Henshaw backing down, going to work. Good stand there by LeCure, but good tenacity by Lavin. Finds the offensive rebound. Huge three by Black. And surely that'll spark a little bit of defensive intensity for CoLA. Ainge now with the in and out. Lobs ahead to LeCure. Thinks about the three. I would have rated it if she had pulled that, but it's one of those ones that if you make it, everything's great. If you miss it, coach is looking at you like...
You're crazy.
Yeah. Good extra pass to Lacey, from Lacey James to Janchevska. She can't quite finish. Good stand there by CoLA. CoLA now looking to kick ahead again in transition. Ball in the hands of Edgebarika, and she's fouled, and we'll go to the foul line. And I believe that foul was on Janachevska, making that her fourth. First one doesn't quite drop. And connects with the second. Ball into Janachevska. And great steal by Lavin. I think that might be her third or fourth steal of the game in the press. And good selfless basketball there by CoLA as Henshaw finds Lavin and rewards her for her defensive efforts. LeCure now with the ball, looking to push up the sideline, facing the run and jump, but something that Ainge can handle. Calls for the ball screen. Big screen by Bird. We're not going to say it was an air ball because I could see that it clipped the side of the rim, but Ainge visibly frustrated with that one. But great screen there by Bird. Ball now into Anderson for CoLA. Anderson taking time. Quick glance back at the bench to try and understand what they need to run offensively.
She was getting pressured, though.
Yeah,
it's definitely hard to enter it.
Yeah,
there.
It's hard to enter it in. It's hard to quickly look back and understand what the coach is trying to tell you whilst also being pressured. Ball into Black. Black looks to fire it inside to Henshaw. Henshaw, using her explosiveness, gets the rack again. And this time, foul will be called on... Well, I'm not sure who they... Did you catch that? First one doesn't go. Second one's good. Oh, she's lucky because she followed that herself, knowing that she didn't have any rebounders, that he didn't call her over the line.
Going to the line. Oh, no. Oh, no way.
Wrong way around.
Yeah.
It's okay. Ball's inbounded to Ainge. Ainge looking to come off a screen with Cox. Rejects the screen. Finds Bird in the corner. Bird makes the extra pass to LeCure, but well defended by CoLA. LeCure with the hop step. Can't quite finish through the contact. Goes back to Anderson now for CoLA. She's looking to set things up offensively. Enters the ball to Black. Black to the high post. Finds Henshaw. Henshaw tries to go back into Lavin, but there's a lot of Riders players in the paint there. Janchevska now trying to kick ahead to Cox.
I definitely think that was still a Loughborough ball. It looked like it was tipped out.
I think you got a few of the Riders players agreeing with you there.
I think everyone thinks it's going. It should be up there.
Well, they'll have a little cheeky combo now and see.
If she would have got that pass through, though, you would have had to think it was going to be a guaranteed layup.
Oh, for sure. Ainge now enters the ball to Bird. Bird squares up. Finds the handoff, pitch back to Ainge. Ainge doesn't hesitate. Never mind the near air ball last time. I'm going to shoot my shot because that's what I do.
Definitely. You can't let them pass shots stay in the back of your mind at all.
No, got to live in the present. Here we go. Bird now defending Edgebarica, who enters the ball into Henshaw. Henshaw now facing a slight double team. Good recognition by Edgebarica. Tries to draw the contact, but fades away. Doesn't get the benefit, the doubt call. Ball now with Ainge for the last 20 seconds. Hopefully she'll recognize and dribble this out. Not flustered.
Hey. Oh, unlucky.
Good drive, good offensive rebound, but too soft of a touch.
Sure.
And it's Lavin now looking to launch from half court. And going into the fourth quarter, let's have a look at the statistics. A quick bit of mathematics. So McConnell Stone registers her double-double, as she does most games. And it's so admirable to see because, I mean, she wouldn't be offended by saying, and I'm sure that she'll have this discussion with me after the game, that this isn't her strongest performance. But the fact that she can walk away from the game, with still having registered a double-double, just shows the talent that she brings to this team. In addition, Janachevska just 3 rebounds short of her own double-double. Also, the Cure pushing for double figures. And for CoLA, Lavin with 10 points, 7 rebounds. A couple more rebounds will allow her to match them. And Momoda, who's made a tremendous effort this game, both defensively and offensively. So I'd like her to be able to be recognized for her efforts. But I think that was a much better 10 minutes for CoLA. I don't know what you think, Raheem.
No, they definitely brought the energy, and on defense, you could see even the way they started the game. It wasn't like they were the same team before. They definitely focused on starting it with that energy and trying to claw their way back into this game. But it's kind of hard with 20 points, 23 points to go with a quarter left.
Yeah. I think it's like you said, it's not about focusing on the outcome of winning. It's about focusing on the process of getting better. And I definitely think Jackson as a coach surely would have recognized in that quarter they did much better collectively as a team, and they could go away and look at film and recognize what their improvements need to be, but they can take a lot of positive things away.
Yeah, they've definitely done some things well, and if they can concentrate on making that better, then you can imagine they'll win plenty more games for the rest of the season.
Ball now with Dabs in the corner. A lot of defensive effort and intensity by CoLA, and again that'll be a blocking hand checking foul call. Hand checking. I wonder if they have like a referee group chat where they're like, you know what, today guys, we're going to call some hand checking. Little stagger action there for LeCure. Doesn't find herself open, but instead goes to the drive. Good rebound there by Cox. Kicks it out to Dabs, who fires the 3. Lefty.
Oh, unlucky.
Tough miss. LeCure now looking to fire it. She's been making shots all game, but can't quite convert that one. Anderson now looking to kick ahead to Lavin. Good run in transition from Lavin. Goes to the spin move. Probably could have had an up and under there if she was a little bit more patient. Anderson now with the ball. Coming off the ball screen with Henshaw. Retreat dribble. Picks the ball up. Reverses through Edgebarica. Edgebarica now looking to go. Edgebarica does a phenomenal job of getting to the paint and drawing contact. At only 16 years old, she's, doing a good job to compete out there with the likes of Ainge, who has a few years more experience on her. It'll be a CoLA ball baseline. A little up screen action.
Oh.
And although it was tipped by Ainge, it didn't matter because the referee was already calling 5 seconds. So good defensive effort there by the Riders. I think that CoLA are yet to recognize that Riders are seemingly switching a lot of the out of bounds set plays. Kick out to Ainge. Ainge goes to the crossover. Scoop finish. Hey!
Finish. Nice lefty finish.
Ainge does a really good job, even when she trains with us in WBBL practice, of really finishing at the rim in a multitude of different ways, which is to her advantage. And I think a lot of it comes from her experience playing at D1, where she can push the ball in transition and get all the way to the rack, and like is very comfortable scoring in that way. Little run and jump action here. Full court pressure. Steal comes to Janiszewska. That probably could have finished on her right hand there. Brings it back to...
that easy one. You have to just think that's a nervous twitch.
Potentially. Kick there to the corner from Ainge, as she's really lighting up the end of these few minutes here at the Netball Centre. Ball now with Dabs. Dabs kicks ahead to Janiszewska in the paint. She tries to go to the up and under. And again, it'll be another hand check and foul call, on Henshaw. And subs both ways as Black enters the ball game alongside Imogen here. Here being her last name, not like she's here. It's quite confusing for me for a long time when I saw it on the back of her jersey. But solid last name. Ball's inbounded. She here reverses to LeCure. LeCure finds Dabs. Dabs gets her feet set. Fires up the three. Offensive rebound, Janiszewska. Dabs trying to find the finger roll, finish through contact. No good. And it's Black now with the ball for CoLA. Reverses to O'Connell. O'Connell looking to come off the ball screen. Good decision to reject it. Good Euro step, but... Ooh. Questionable call there. Questionable call there by the... Well, we don't like to say it's a questionable call, but a great defensive effort by Cox to be in position to block that Euro step attempt, but like we see so often, it always falls in the advantage of the offensive player. As O'Connell goes to the line to shoot two. Nice arc there on her foul shot. That one came down with snow on it. Second one's no good, but they come up with the offensive rebound as Henshaw's looking to go all the way herself. Doesn't finish, but gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back in. We call that building your stats. LeCure now with the ball for the Riders. Goes to the in and out. Great move. They just could have found the connection with Cox. That would have been a highlight play for sure. As James steps onto the floor for the Riders, Dabs takes a rest. And for CoLA, Pearson steps back onto the floor. And Mansell takes a rest. Ball into Janiszewska now. Finds James. James goes with the hesitation, finds Cox, low post. And great cut by Janiszewska, but she can't quite finish. And it's CoLA now looking to kick ahead, finds O'Connell early, goes to the reverse, gets the contact and finishes. No backboard necessary. Straight hooping. So I've got a question for you actually. Okay. What do you think about swearing during a basketball game? Should it be, because it's happened on a couple of occasions and I've seen people discuss it online in terms of
like while you're playing.
As soon as a player swears, it's meant to be an automatic technical, right? But there are different contexts. Yeah. And swearing's not a pleasant thing, you know.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, our emotions, like, especially playing any contact sport, emotions can get the better of you. And then there's also the element of a referee too. And granted, we're all humans, we might not see everything. Sometimes you can just be frustrated, and you might not even be swearing at anyone in particular. You can just be swearing to yourself. So it's not, I mean, I think it's okay as long as, obviously it's different if you're swearing at someone. That's probably not okay.
Right.
Is intimidating and it's going to cause something to happen. But if I miss a layup and I swear out of frustration that I missed it, I feel like that shouldn't be a big issue.
No, I agree. I think context is key in that debate. I mean, I've seen a couple of my teammates and on other teams get called for automatic fouls as soon as they've sworn, but I think it's the referees have interpreted the context as making it significant. Like you said, if you miss a shot and you're angry at yourself, it's very different than, you know, going to the referee and sort of being angry. Those are two completely different situations. But, you know, obviously it's not something we want to see or model for the younger age group, but I was just curious to see what your take was.
I think it also depends on the refs too. Like, some refs will let it slide if you do just say it at yourself in frustration, but then some are just like zero tolerance.
Gotcha. Maybe that'll be their group chat next week. We need to tackle down, knock it down with swearing.
Ooh.
Good take there by Janiszewska. Goes through a lot of contact, but lands on the floor, but no call. An offensive rebound by Cox. Manages to keep the ball alive, and it'll be a Riders ball baseline. Good defensive effort here by CoLA. Riders struggling to get the ball in. Forces the turnover.
I don't know who she was looking for there.
Unclear. Now with Black, she looking to go all the way. Good footwork from her. Ball now in the corner with O'Connell. O'Connell looks to go to the Eurostep.
Oh,
I think that's one of the problems that CoLA are having, is that they penetrate and they have the right idea of getting to the paint, but when they arrive in the paint and they're faced with a double team, they're so deep that they find it difficult to hit that kick out or to do anything with it. Good steal though, and pushed in transition from Black as she takes herself to, I believe, 8 points personal. Another deflection there from CoLA as Shaw enters the game for Cox. You know what they should really design for basketball? They should design some machines that can automatically sanitize the balls. Kind of like bowling alley machines, but not so big, that you can just put the ball in, sanitizes it, dries it, comes out.
You could invent it. That could be $1 million idea in today's current climate.
Yeah, well, there you go. If you're listening and you're looking for a business opportunity, we're not just commentating here today, guys. We're mini Dragon's Den. Ball in the baseline with James. Finds Janiszewska in the corner. Reverses to Stone at the high post. Stone looking to back down her defender. Facing a lot of pressure.
Good move, though.
Yeah, tough move. Tough finish.
Definitely one within her skill set parameters.
Ball now with Pearson. Pearson reverses to Edgebarica. Edgebarica now looking to call for the ball screen with Amode. Comes off, has to hit the running floater, runs out of time. Ball winds up in the hands of James. James now looking to push in transition. Goes 1-on-3. Somehow still manages to fire a shot up at the rim. I rate it. She goes to the foul line to shoot 2, but before then, we have a timeout call. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this final quarter here at Loughborough University. If you're still watching, I'm going to head to the YouTube comments now. Nothing crazy. Let's see what people have to say. Temi Tote with a little shout out, Lester, you rock at sports. Maria Delgado. I don't know if you're still watching, but hi. Watching from Malta, go Riders. Yeah, definitely a lower percentage shot to shoot a 3, Temi Tote. So definitely impressive when, who do you think shot the ball the most efficiently? What would be your guess today if you're watching without looking at the stats? Do a little quiz. No, Raheem, you're not allowed in this one. This is strictly for the viewers.
I mean, I wouldn't even know, to be honest. 2. I know there might be 2 or 3. I remember there's definitely 2 people out there who haven't missed, I don't think, maybe. Right? Oh, maybe 1.
No, we've not got 2. Any 100% peeps.
Don't we?
No.
Oh. Take that back then.
But yeah, have your guess. Without looking at the stats, who do you think has shot the ball?
I mean, I've seen them
the most effectively for the game? today. Hi, Simon. All right, so we have Molly James on the line for the Riders. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should specify the question, not which team. Which individual do you think has the highest shooting percentage on the game right now? Well, we're going to include our camera crew up here to see if they have any guesses. Okay. Okay, we've got two separate votes, one for McConnor Stone, one for Robin Ainge, but we won't reveal anything just yet. Keep guessing. Okay. Unfortunate turnover there from CoLA. It's one of those situations where you want to hit your teammate and then they go back door and you're not quite on the same page. James now facing the double team, but no problem. Here, catching the ball in the corner. Right idea in trying to find Shaw on the back cut, but a little too late on the execution of the pass. Subs now for CoLA as Anderson and Momodo enter the game. And Amodi and Edgerika take a rest. Balls into Stone. Stone reverses to here. Finds James off the double screen. Stagger. Nice offensive execution. Coach Quintero can only be happy with that one. Good shot there from Molly James. Ball now with Anderson for CoLA. Ball now looking to go inside. Good double team there by the Riders, and unfortunately Ito Rocks just steps out of bounds. I think it's one of those situations where you catch it in the post. It comes with experience, but you got to take a little glance over your shoulder before you put the ball on the floor, see where the defense is, because if you're double teamed immediately, you can probably find where that double team has come from and have an easy finish. Ball now with Ainge. Fires it ahead to Stone. Stone catches it, and the ball's now in the hands of Black, who's looking to go all the way herself in transition, and we've said it all game. They do a better job of finishing when they finishing through contact on the tough finish than they do the easy ones.
The easy ones for sure.
Ainge now kicks ahead to here.
Ooh.
Here finds it at her feet, but doesn't kick it, so referee does the right thing in not calling it a kicked ball. And referee determines that that will be a CoLA ball. Okay, so we've got a couple guesses. We've got Ainge. Yeah, people rate the sanitizer. You know what? The thing is, you can have a lot of great ideas, but the it's the execution and the ability to technically design everything that make them difficult. The idea is the easy part, I think.
The investing might be...
Oh yeah, the money is a bit problematic as well, but... Baseline ball now for CoLA. CoLA coming off that was a really unusual out of bounds play. Have you ever seen that before?
Nope.
I like it though. It was kind of like a mirrored, like, I don't know. Ball now with Anderson for CoLA. She's looking to attack. Probably gets a little bit of contact there, but they get away with it. And it's Ainge now with the ball for the Riders. Fires ahead to Imogen here.
They got numbers.
Imogen here finds...
Hey, bank.
Yo, the bank is open. It is a Saturday, but the bank is open. And Davies steps on the floor, makes an immediate impact. Her first minutes of the game. I rate the confidence, you know. It's hard to have sat for a prolonged period of time and to come on and have the confidence to just fire up a three. I mean, yes, Riders are in a comfortable position at this point in the game, but still.
No, definitely. If you're coming into the game this late, it's always hard to try and get into a rhythm or find your own place within the team if they're already in rhythm too.
For sure. Ball now with Molly James. Enters into, well, Stone for the Riders. Stone finds Ainge on the perimeter. Ainge recognizes she has space. Good offensive rebound there by here. Davies now pitching it back to here. Reverses to Ainge. Ainge now facing significant amount of pressure with Black. Goes for the skip pass to here on the weak side. Shot clock winding down. Will they get a shot off? Good defensive possession there by CoLA. Very easy for them to let up and to switch off at this point in the game with just under 2.5 minutes to go with this much of a deficit. But credit to them. They played defense right until the last few minutes. Ball now with Anderson. Good screen there by Momodo. Good opportunity to look inside there to Henshaw, but they couldn't quite connect. Ainge now with the ball for the Riders. She's looking to try and call something offensively, but
nice
James with the
crossover.
shake and bake. Got him. Ding, 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 ding. That was a highlight
Another
play.
nice move. Yeah, definitely.
She had a couple nice moves today. Let's have a look at the stats to answer the quiz question if my laptop cooperates. Okay. So, in terms of who has shot the ball the most efficiently across the two teams, ooh, it's a surprising one. We've still got a minute and a half. We'll let one more guest come in. And it'll be a CoLA sideline ball out of bounds. Anyone that's been watching attentively will have an easy answer to this question. Pearson enters the ball game. Anderson takes a rest. Balls into Pearson. Pearson looking to come off a screen with Henshaw. Rejects it. Good recognition in finding Black in the corner as Riders help strong side. She fumbles the ball. And like you said earlier in the game, Raheem, it's really about the quality of the passes as well, because in that situation, if she had delivered a good pass, I don't think they'll count that one.
Like that was a great pass there. Whenever you get into that position where you're under the basket, you just want it where you can put it up easiest, not off your foot.
Molly James now with the ball for the Riders. Looking to pitch back. Gets the ball back herself. Off the... How do you...
Was that another bank?
Damn. That's a bank. That was a soft bank though. Like,
it just grazed.
Wasn't an
grazed the
aggressive
side of
bank.
the
It was just like... As like... I don't know.
Hey, sometimes it happens like that.
I mean, you got some kind of luck.
Sometimes it even happens off the side of the backboard.
Listen. Get it how you live it. There we go. Good spin move. I know eventually she would put one of those away. Stone now with the ball, looking to kick ahead, just rushing a little bit. CoLA have done a great job. I think the difference that they've shown and the growth that they've shown from the first half to the second half says a lot about their tenacity and character as a group. And I'm sure they'll go from strength to strength. Like, it goes without saying that, but I'm going to say it. It's a strange season with coronavirus, and so it's very difficult for teams to get in rhythm. There's a lot of stopping and starting. There's a lot of unusual circumstances, protocols, and things that both coaches and players have to overcome. So if you can stay together as a team and as a group and try and find some positivity in and amongst that, then I guess that's all you can ask for. And talk about hand sanitizer, I'm going to just take advantage. Okay, so the huge three there from James. She's really shot the ball well today, as expected. I don't say that as an unusual thing. She shot 60% from 2 and equally 60% from 3. But as of now, with 33 seconds left to go in the ball game, the person with the highest shooting percentage is Kate Davies, who came on, pulled up for her 3, hit a bank, and that's all she needs to do. One and done, 100%.
That's all it needs sometimes.
Listen, you can be 100% off one shot.
I think maybe one of my first leagues in the BBR, something like that. I definitely didn't play that much, but made a 3 every time I came in, and definitely was almost a league lead
it's about consistency.
Until I played a game.
Because some people will argue that you have to take a certain amount of shots before you can be a contender.
I mean, I think you have to have some attempts, because you can't have someone 1 for 1, and you know what I mean.
What do you think? Okay, so this is a good question with just 30 seconds left to go in the game. What do you think across the season? How many minimum 3s do you think you should have to put up to be in contention for being in the top 5?
At least, I feel like at least one for every game that's played.
Oh, okay. That's quite high, yeah.
But think about one a
no,
game.
It's not high if you're a shooter and that's what you do.
Exactly.
I think that's fair.
So that's like a minimum of 30 attempts, which isn't too crazy.
Nice extra pass there. Attempted from Pearson, but can't quite connect with Henshaw. And just 4.5, just under 4.5 seconds to go. Coach Quintero finds. Okay, so just 4.5 seconds remain in this ball game. Coach Quintero called a timeout, and it'll be a Riders ball. And now, although I was wrong earlier, I believe that he has the ability to advance the ball if he so wishes.
Now I think he does in this, even though I imagine they haven't got much to go for being up.
And the referee is doing what looks like a airplane signaling before, what are those people called that signal the airplanes before they take off?
With the lights.
Rather than using his...
I don't know the technical term.
No, I'm unclear either. I might have to Google that one. But he was trying to understand whether he wanted to advance it or not, and which Quintero does. Lob pass goes into Stone, which, if we have any keen watchers here at the WNBL, you'll know that that same play was run not so many weeks ago against Ipswich for McCartney to hit the game winner. So familiar situation there for the Riders. But thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your interaction, and it's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you on a live stream soon.
Yeah, peace out.